This is what happens when boxing fans allow promoters to get away with calling other fighters boring. This is what happens when boxing fans applaud Canelo Alvarez when Demetrius Andrade, a very talented fighter, calls him out. They applaud Canelo Alvarez when he cusses him out and calls him a boring fighter. It leads to Bob Arum, a guy who's too old to promote, a guy who's a cancer to boxing, saying that the Artur Beterbiev fight versus Dmitry Bivol fight will not take place because Dmitry Bivol is boring. Okay, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? They're the number 1 and 2 fighters at light heavyweight. They're two guys, still, you could say they're in their prime. I know a lot of people are going to argue that Beterbiev is no longer in his prime, but everyone views him as the number 1 light heavyweight, and everyone views Dmitry Bivol as the number 2 light heavyweight. Instead of just waiting for Canelo Alvarez to move up to light heavyweight and knock everyone out and become undisputed, why don't you guys fight each other? And I'm not removing the blame from Artur Beterbiev. If Artur Beterbiev plants his foot and says, I want the Bivol fight, nothing else, Bob Arum is going to have to make it. But this is exactly what happens when us boxing fans call this and that fighter boring. We give these promoters, we give guys like Canelo Alvarez an easy way out. And look, all props to Canelo. He's been fighting everybody. He became undisputed at 168. But it's no secret why he didn't try to go for undisputed at 160 when he had the WBC, WBA, and IBF. He only needed the WBO. And who held the WBO? Demetrius Andrade, who was with DAZN, was a very easy to fight to make. He chose not to go for Demetrius Andrade. It's not rocket science. It's clear as day. He doesn't think he has the same chance against Demetrius Andrade like he did against the guys at 168. And none of the guys at 168 are as dynamic as Demetrius Andrade. I know the biggest Canelo fan is not going to doubt this. None of the guys at 168 have clear styles that would trouble Canelo Alvarez. Callum Smith, we saw him the fight prior to losing to Canelo Alvarez get beaten by John Ryder. And basically, John Ryder set the blueprint, because John Ryder is basically a poor man's Canelo Alvarez. Has the same exact style. And he beat Callum Smith in most people's eyes using the Canelo style. Canelo, when he fought the first time in 168, he fought Rocky Fielding. He did not fight Callum Smith, the guy who beat Rocky Fielding in a round, because there was not a clear game plan to how to beat Callum Smith at that point. After there was a clear game plan how to beat Callum Smith, he fought him a couple years later. It's not rocket science. Now, I don't want to make this video bashing Canelo Alvarez, who just became undisputed, a feat that not many guys are willing to do. And he's in talks to fight a cruiserweight in Ilona Makabu. I know this cruiserweight has been knocked out brutally by Tony Bellew, but still, nevertheless, he's trying to fight him. So I'm not here to bash Canelo Alvarez. I'm here to bash Bob Arum. I'm here to bash boxing fans that continue to call fighters boring. It's ruining the sport. We're giving these promoters an easy out. We shouldn't be doing this. We should be forcing. We should boycott fights that don't have the fights we want. Now, I hope Bob Arum, Artur Beterbiev, and his management could come to their senses and fight Dmitry Bivol. Dmitry Bivol, a talented fighter, but a fighter most people would think Artur Beterbiev could defeat fairly easily. That's what the consensus is right now. I don't share that view. I don't think either fighter could beat each other fairly easily. But if you're confident, put them in. But obviously, Bob Arum is not confident in Artur Beterbiev beating Bivol. So he's using the easy cop-out, saying, oh, he's boring. Boy, oh boy. That's all I got for today. Like and subscribe, enjoy the video. Sadiq Boxing out.